From December 24, 2024 to January 6, 2026, the Catholic Church around the world will be celebrating an ordinary Jubilee year. Now, the time has come for a new Jubilee when once more the Holy Door will be flung open to invite everyone to an intense experience of the love of God that awakens in the hearts the sure hope of salvation in Christ, declares Pope Francis as he proclaimed the celebration in the papal bull titled Spes non confundit, which means hope does not disappoint. Let us discover what this Jubilee is all about and what it means in the context of our Christian life. In the Bible, a Jubilee is a special year that is considered sacred, that is set apart or reserved for the Lord. Its celebration is described in the Old Testament, particularly in the book of Leviticus. Just as the Sabbath is celebrated every 7 days, and the sabbatical is marked every 7 years, so a Jubilee concludes every period of 7 times 7 or 49 years, being observed on the 50th year. This year is set apart as a whole Sabbath-like year, a year sacred to the Lord that will be devoted to rest, renewal, and sanctification. According to the book of Leviticus, then you shall sound the loud trumpet on the 10th day of the 7th month, on the day of atonement. You shall sound the trumpet throughout all your land, and you shall consecrate the 50th year and proclaim liberty throughout the land to all its inhabitants. It shall be a jubilee for you, when each of you shall return to his property, and each of you shall return to his clan. That 50th year shall be a jubilee for you. In it, he shall neither sow nor reap what grows of itself, nor gather the grapes from the undressed vines. For it is a jubilee, it shall be holy to you. The word jubilee comes from the Hebrew word yobel, which refers to the horn of the male goat used as a trumpet that is blown to signal the beginning of the holy year. We see in the reading that apart from the aspect of rest, the aspect of liberation is also prominent. In this year, debts are forgiven and lands foreclosed are returned to their original owners, thus restoring social order and reducing the extreme inequality between the poor and the rich. The aspect of celebration is also emphasized, such that the word jubilee has become synonymous with joy and happiness. The very first jubilee in the church was set by Pope Boniface VIII in 1300 to celebrate the beginning of that century. At the same time, he also decreed that it be celebrated every 100 years. In 1470, Pope Paul II lowered the number of years before the next Jubilee to 50, and in 1475, Pope Sixtus IV reduced it to only 25 years, a practice which is followed until now. This is the reason why a Jubilee is usually held every 25 years, or what is formally termed as an ordinary Jubilee. However, there are special years when the Pope summons an extraordinary Jubilee for very special reasons. The last one was the Extraordinary Jubilee of Mercy, called by Pope Francis in 2015 to 2016 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Vatican II, while the next one will be held in the year 2033 as a commemoration and celebration of the 2000th anniversary of the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. To signal the start of the Jubilee, it has become a tradition to open the holy doors in St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican, and in other major papal basilicas in Rome. St. John Lateran, St. Mary Major, and St. Paul outside the walls. The Holy Door symbolizes Jesus Christ Himself as the door of our salvation. Every Jubilee year presents the opportunity of gaining plenary indulgences or the total remission of temporal punishment due to sin. We can apply these indulgences to ourselves, but we can also offer it for the souls in purgatory. The different ways to obtain the indulgence for this coming Jubilee is described in detail in the decree on the granting of indulgence during the ordinary Jubilee year 2025. The motto chosen for this Jubilee is Peregrinantes in Spem, or Pilgrims of Hope. It reminds us that our life here on earth is a journey home to our Father in heaven and focuses our eyes on the hope that we are holding on to. As Pope Francis tells us, everyone knows what it is to hope. In the heart of each person, hope dwells as a desire and expectation of good things to come, despite our not knowing what the future may bring. Despite the uncertainties of life and the problems that we bear each day, hope pushes us to move forward on our way, trusting in the Father's love that will never let us down. One with the Pope and the entire Catholic Church throughout the world, may we celebrate this Jubilee with hearts full of joy and be filled with the hope that only Christ can bring. A blessed Jubilee year to one and all.